Hello everyone. I'm your host, or Master DX, and I'm coming to you with a brand new session of Soulcalibur 6. We're continuing on with the Soul Chronicle mode. Last time we left off, we completed I believe we completed Selmina, Astaroth, and then ended off with Nightmare. Now the next few stories that we're going to complete are... well, just going down the list here is Siegfried, Sophitia, Voldo, and maybe Yoshimitsu. Anyways, since we ended the Nightmare, it's time to start with Siegfried. Chapter 1, Nightmare's True Face.
The Azure Knight, previously known as Nightmare, the former wielder of Soul Edge, who brought the world to its knees. In truth, he was first a knight named Siegfried. After killing his father by accident, Siegfried fell into a deep denial, which eventually twisted into a desire for revenge against his father's imaginary killer. To enact his revenge, he needed power, which led him to Soul Edge. Turned into the sword's puppet, he became Nightmare, until losing in battle to Killik. When the sword was shattered, Siegfried found himself awoken from the strange spell he had been under. Though freed from Soul Edge's grasp, he now had to face the fact that it was he who had killed his father. On the ground to his side lay the shattered remnants of Soul Edge.
Father! What have I done? The feel of my sword as it thrust into his body. I remember it all. Father, forgive me. From the moment I held Soul Edge, I began harvesting souls. The sword warped my mind. How many people have I killed? My sins are too great. I want to peel my skin off. I want to escape myself.
Alright, that was a nice introduction. I guess I'm gonna see how this whole story unfolds, especially with this increasing guilt in the beginning. We're probably gonna fight some NPCs. Oh, that's exactly that. Alright.
The Knight of the Great Sword. You are Nightmare, correct? Answer me! Can you not speak?
I can. I'm Nightmare.
You make me sick! My comrades deserved better than that brutal death at your hand! You shall die here this day! Revenge shall be mine!
Yep, time for some revenge battles. Now Siegfried should play similar to Nightmare.
Battle
Some obvious changes.
Ready? Too easy. You're mine.
Chronicle. There we go.
Fight!
Ooh. Alright, I see he has... Well, he's not as fast as Nightmare.
How long
Kind of relies
must
on more
this go
heavy
on
swings.
for? Will I ever be free of this nightmare?
I'm gonna have to get used to that. Wonder how his grabs are. Oh, this is probably Taki. Oh, Sophitia. The next best thing.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
Who are you?
Sorry, but you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
No, wait!
Soul Edge. Even reduced to shattered shards, it emanates evil. If I don't do something, it will corrupt the area with its wickedness. Worse still, someone could come here and try to resurrect it. I may never be able to pay for my sins, for their evil can never be expunged. However, I may be able to atone to an extent. If I could ensure that Soul Edge never wreaks havoc again. Yes, that's the only hope I have. I must do it with my own two hands. Can I ever truly atone?
Alright, so I'm gonna assume that this is Siegfried before he gains Soulcalibur as like his main weapon.
Nightmare. At last, we meet again!
Yes. It is I, Nightmare. Exact your revenge.
I need not your permission. Prepare to die!
However, I cannot die yet.
Alright, let's make quick work of this.
Battle 1. Fight!
I can swing.
Time to end this! Let's do this! Taste the power of my sword! I'd hoped I wouldn't have to rely on this strength. I see blood, darkness, death. No! I am myself and nothing else. I will not submit to that living nightmare again. My crimes weigh heavy on my soul.
Alright, let's see where this takes us. Ah, we're gonna fight some Malfested now.
I smell you. I smell you. So sweet. The scent of soul edge.
Still, I attract the Malfested like flies to dung.
But I'm confused. You're undoubtedly Nightmare. You have soul edge hidden on your person. Yet, you appear so weak. Wait a moment. Do you know how it is I know you're Nightmare?
Alas, I have no idea.
It's because I was a Malfested who worked under you, you fool! You weren't easy to find.
The nightmare you seek is no more.
So it seems. How about I crush you like the worm you are, and become the next Nightmare?
Alright. Does he also have a big sword?
Battle 1. Fight!
Take this!
Battle 2. Fight!
This ends now! Let's do this! Taste the power of my sword! I'd hoped I wouldn't have to rely on this strength.
Battle 3. Fight! Defeat me! Come at me! Battle 4. Fight!
I'm sort of getting the
Malfested
hang of
are
it.
appearing more and more. Could it be that Soul Edge is getting stronger? I refuse to give up. I'll do whatever it takes. There must be some way. That's it. That sword that pierced Nightmare, I mean me, and shattered Soul Edge. If I had that.
Alright, so we are getting Soulcalibur. We'll probably get it at the end of the story. Ah. Yep.
Huh? Who calls to me? What's going on? I can hear a voice from afar. It cannot be, can it? The sword that destroyed Soul Edge. It calls for help, I think. What? It's trapped inside the cursed sword? Take Soul Edge in hand? My hand... it's shaking. If I grip Soul Edge, I might become Nightmare again. I must stay strong. There is no other way!
Huh. So, we're either going to be fighting Nightmare, some Malfested, or Inferno. Probably all three.
Where am I? It's that sword. You wish for me to hold you?
Nightmare again?
Stop right there! I shall not allow it!
Are you Soul Edge?
Just a little more, and this power will be mine!
Your reign of terror ends here!
You pitiful puppet! Submit to me!
Feels like the final chapter. Nope.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Taste the power of my sword! I'd hoped I wouldn't have to rely on this strength.
Oh. Yep, Inferno it is.
You'll never enslave me again! Fate shall bend to me! Too slow! Get out of my way! Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you.
Taste the power of my sword! Did I do it? Strength fails me.
Alright. Defeated Nightmare and Inferno. And yep, final chapter it is.
Is this the end for me? But if the sword's power is unleashed someday, that time, it will come.
Siegfried's battle with his nightmares raged on. No one knows of his sacrifice. However, if there was ever one who could prevent the resurrection of the cursed sword, it would be Siegfried. He who dashed Soul Edge's hopes of devouring Soulcalibur.
The end.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
That was a nice story. Siegfried's gameplay took a little while to get used to. A bit more slower, harder to combo with. But it was nice. Anyways, moving on from Siegfried to Sophitia. I'm guessing she's probably going to be a bit easier to deal with in terms of gameplay, since she has a basic sword and shield move. But let's see. Chapter 1: The Holy Warrior's Task.
Sophitia was a baker's daughter, chosen by the gods to become a holy warrior. Given the order to destroy Soul Edge, she set out on a quest that would eventually lead her to the sword's wielder, Cervantes. In a fearsome battle, she was able to destroy one of the swords. Though successful in her quest, shards of the cursed sword pierced her body, causing severe injuries. Her life was saved by the ninja, Taki, whereupon she returned to her homeland to recuperate. The days passed peacefully, until one day.
Oh, it's so nice to have you back, my sister.
Cassandra.
You had me worried for a while.
Sorry. I had no choice.
I could never bring in the customers like you. Well, you're back now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sis?
My chest.
Sis? Are you okay?
So many lives lost. Soul Edge?
Is something the matter?
It's my sister.
Oh, this doesn't look good. You should rest.
Thank you.
Sis.
Let's see here. Alright. My bet is to fight more NPCs.
Sophitia, you fulfilled your mission well, and I am eternally grateful. However, your power is required once more.
Almighty Hephaestus.
You weakened Soul Edge, but it is regaining its power and will soon pose a threat once more.
I had a feeling this day would come.
The cursed sword's presence grows ever stronger. Since finding a new wielder, It has spread its evil far and wide across the land. I shall bestow upon you the power to cleanse evil, so that you may free those who have fallen victim to it.
I understand.
But, oh, Mighty One, if you need the aid of your followers, choose me instead, for her sake. I beg you to use me in her place.
Rothion, you are a blacksmith. You shall produce arms befitting her task. I shall grant you the Iron of the Gods.
Please, Rothion, assist me in my battle.
Very well, Sophitia.
Alright, so let's see who we're gonna run into. I'm guessing it's gonna be Astaroth, Ivy, Nightmare. Don't think we're gonna be fighting Inferno anytime soon. Anyways, time to head off.
I never did ask that young man his name, but he carries the burden of fate on his shoulders. I feel as though this is the start of something big.
Sophitia, it took me some time, but I finally finished. I made this all for you.
Thank you, Rothion.
Try everything and see if it feels right. I may not be a worthy opponent for a disciple of the gods, but I shall do my best.
Oh, we're fighting him first. Alright. Let's see how she plays.
Battle 1. Fight!
Let's begin. Pardon me.
This is it!
Get this!
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished!
It's over!
Battle 3. Fight!
With this weapon, I can fight on. Amazing! It feels so light. It's even better than the battle gear I was bestowed with last time.
Glad to hear it. You know, I really wish you didn't have to go alone.
Fear not. I have your arms and armor to protect me. Will you pray for me?
Of course. I'll pray for your safe return.
Rothion.
Guess it's time to fight some Malfested.
How awful. Here too I find the ravages of the cursed sword.
blood! Give me your blood!
I cannot give you my blood, but I can end your thirst.
What are you talking about?
Do not be afraid.
Silence!
You'd probably end it with a finishing move.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Excuse me! Was that too much? Excuse me!
Battle 3. Fight!
Here! How's that? You're flying? I, too, cannot afford to lose.
Seems we're getting some used to our weapons right now. Some of them probably have guard impacts at the start.
Be still now. You must have been in agony. The evil has dissipated.
He's not dead.
You have nothing to fear.
Thank you so much.
Think nothing of it. I hope I may help even but one more in your state. I know the evil must be destroyed at its roots, but how can I right now?
Why does this keep happening? Let me check if I'm still running. So looks like I'm still running. Right, Chapter 5, Ripples of Evil.
You! I'll kill you!
Have I met my match?
Maybe you should submit!
No, never!
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, and then we're fighting stuff.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Was that too much?
Battle 2. Fight!
Pardon me.
almost wiped me out.
What have I done? Please, forgive me.
No need for forgiveness. I am here to save all from evil.
I lost to Nightmare, and then...
Nightmare?
Yes. The wielder of a powerful sword, the Azure Knight. I faced Nightmare in order to protect my homeland, but my challenge was in vain. Why? Why did he leave without killing me? After that, I grew unable to resist the temptation to do evil.
Please be still. Rest, Nightmare. He is the cause of all this horror. That is where Soul Edge must be.
Kinda nice that she has this ability to heal things now. Kind of like a nice compromise to where she doesn't have to actually kill people if she doesn't want to.
Nightmare was supposed to be based in Ostrheinsburg, but when I went there, Soul Edge's master was gone. I thought it was because Soul Edge had been destroyed by another. But if Nightmare still has the cursed sword, then he cannot be allowed free reign. Even with so little information, I cannot give up my search. Besides, my mission to save people from evil has not changed. Almighty Hephaestus, protect me.
Oh, so this is where we meet Siegfried. Yep.
Are you Nightmare?
Don't call me that!
If you are Nightmare, then I must defeat you.
I expected as much.
And then I must destroy Soul Edge.
Soul Edge is not here.
Do you know where I can find it? I know the road you walk is long and arduous. However, I can cleanse you of evil, and maybe even save you.
Stop!
If you really are not Nightmare...
Leave me be!
I want to save you.
There is no turning back.
Alright, time to beat up Siegfried. Luckily he's slow, but computers probably go at him.
Battle 1. Fight!
I do this for your sake too.
I don't need a savior!
Pardon me.
Battle 2. Fight!
Pardon me.
Not again! I'm just getting started. Fight!
I shall pray for you.
Oh, so this looks like the final chapter in her story. And now he's healed.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
What are you?
Sorry. But you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
No, wait! I never found out his name. However, I had a feeling I had done what I was sent to do. Still, I know not if it is wise to leave everything in his hands. Almighty Hephaestus, hear my prayer. Please watch over him.
Alright. A nice, simple ending to that.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Alright. That was a nice one. Nice simple one. Now to the most weirdest character introduced to the series, Voldo. And I got a feeling that his moveset is gonna be the most unorthodox going to use. Anyways, Chapter 1. The Secret Money Pit.
Ask any adventurer, and they'll know of Verci, a wealthy merchant from South Italy, and his underground treasury, the Money Pit. After getting rich in the weapons trade and earning the title of Merchant of Death, Verci set sail with his fleet to find the legendary Soul Edge. But during his quest, Verci learned his entire fortune had been lost in the chaos of a war that broke out in Italy. Half crazed, Verci hid what little he had left in the impenetrable Money Pit, located on a small island in the Mediterranean. There he stationed a grotesque guardian, who silently and mercilessly disposed of all who entered, quickly becoming the fear of all looters. In recent years, however, a new rumor began to spread among some adventurers. Historic rainfall had caused flooding in the Money Pit, destroying most of its traps. The Guardian had also vanished, leaving the treasure free for the taking.
I can't believe we got through the Money Pit that easily. Thanks for the help, Ivy.
Looks like that tip about the Money Pit being abandoned was true.
Yeah, all we had to do was rely on that trusty sword of yours. Traps don't scare us as long as we have you. But hey, aren't you gonna take any of the treasure for yourself?
I only care for items related to Soul Edge, and I already have what I wanted. Now I just need to find Verci's notes.
Always so serious. You're beautiful and you're strong, so, you know, we could... Huh? What the hell is that? What?
The sword's resonating?
Hey, what did you go quiet for? Whoa, don't drop the treasure there! Huh? Oh, this is a head!
Above you! Ready your weapon!
Alright then. Voldo versus Ivy.
I knew this was too good to be true. That's your
The
target,
Battle
Blade.
of
The
Bondage
Guardian.
Gear.
Ha! Slice up everything that comes near us, Blade. I missed? Oh no! Ugh, I'm at a disadvantage fighting here.
My blade! Show me the way out!
Huh. Interesting.
In the deepest room of the dark underground vault, there was a magnificent sarcophagus and chair illuminated by torchlight. Before it stood a lanky, grotesque man, the guardian feared by looters, with his head bowed in respect. His name was Voldo, a dark vestige of the talented man who had once served as Verci's right hand. Long years underground had robbed Voldo of his sight and sanity. Before his dead master's sarcophagus, he reported his failures. Voldo deeply regretted the fact that he had left the money pit for 3 years in order to find Soul Edge. And although he was completely alone, Voldo heard a familiar voice.
Thank you for your report, Voldo. With new challenges often come failure. Learn from your failures, and you shall be wiser. While you were in the outside world, the money pit was flooded, and the traps were all destroyed. Now then, enough lamenting. You have important work to do. But there's one thing we must do first. I'm sure you have felt it, right? The aura emanating from the swordswoman Ivy. My merchant's intuition speaks to me. That aura comes from the legendary sword I spent years seeking, Soul Edge. She also stole a portion of my notes, which are some of my most valuable possessions. And of course, we can't let the other thieving rats get away with the treasure they stole. Therefore, Voldo, I shall give you 2 missions. Your first is to track down that woman and acquire all the clues you can concerning Soul Edge. Your second is to reclaim my notes, as well as all the pieces of my collection that were stolen. Some of the vermin still remain on this island. Exterminate them first, and reclaim what they stole. I'm counting on you, my loyal servant.
Look at the jewel on this sword!
That's really something. Not that I expected any less from Verci's collection.
But they're dead.
What was that sound? The wind? Ah!
All right. I think I'm gonna like Voldo's gameplay
The
better.
adventurers had looted a number of the strange weapons Verci had collected. With Verci's treasure before him, Voldo reminisced as he held in his hands an unusual pair of blades from India. Amid the moonlight reflecting off the blood-stained blades, old memories began to resurface in his mind.
Alright. So we can
What? You've never seen a pair of Jamadars? They're also known as Bundi daggers. Other merchants call them guitars, but they're mistaken. If you wish to become the next Merchant of Death someday, you'll need to learn all about weapons and their uses. Here, I'll lend them to you, but make sure you return them to me. My instincts tell me they will be a good match for you. Go on, give them a swing.
Right. Chapter 3, Lost Glory.
Ivy's scent was fading,
younger
but that did
Voldo.
little to hinder Voldo.
Especially
Owning
as
his
one of the
senses for
costumes.
years underground had given him something of a sixth sense,
And also
which allowed
like
him to sense
how the
invisible auras
narrator
that people leave
is
behind.
doing the story work for this
As
one.
Voldo moved north,
Since you
tracking
know,
Ivy's unique
Voldo
aura,
can't really
he
talk.
continued reclaiming the treasures stolen from
It's
his
a nice
master.
touch.
Hand it over, Grandpa.
Wait, take anything you want but this.
Why? Because that one will fetch the highest price?
What was that? I just heard footsteps.
My leg!
What's happening?
Alright. So I guess we're protecting merchants. I can dig it. Now I wonder.
You want this sword? I don't care what kind of monster you are. You'll not have what my brother left to me.
The scent of Verci's treasures wafted up from the golden blade that the old merchant cradled. It was the item that launched Verci's quest for the golden treasures of the Orient, prior to his search for Soul Edge.
You want to stop looking for Soul Edge?
Verci, we just began your search for the golden treasures of the Orient. And now you want to go off looking for a sword that's nothing more than a rumor? You must be mad.
You're either a wolf or a sheep, Enrico. It's hunt or be hunted. And only the bold come out on top. bad enough about this. I'll lead the search for Soul Edge, and you, Voldo, will assist me each step of the way.
What? But he's so young. He isn't even family. Wait, Verci! Wait. Your weapons, your face. It can't be. You're... Oh, forgive me. If only I would have protected our fortune during the war, Verci would still be here. You can have the blade.
Good.
You didn't take the sword?
Perhaps Voldo decided that he only needed to recover what had been truly stolen. Whatever the case, Voldo soon disappeared, leaving the golden blade with the old merchant.
That was a nice gesture. Or maybe a psychotic assassin. At least he has some kind of moral compass. Guess we're gonna need Maxi.
Tracking Ivy's aura, Voldo eventually came to a desolate Spanish port town. That's when he realized something. He had once visited this port, at a time when it still thrived. However, the aura's trail only led him to the ruins of an establishment known as the Blacktail Inn. The next thing Voldo knew, he was surrounded by spirits of the dead.
Steal, kill, and steal again.
Oh, we're fighting spirits now. One more.
Curse you!
So we are gonna face Cervantes.
The scent of the ocean breeze, the whispers of the name Cervantes by the dead. Together, they caused a distant memory to surge up from the deep recesses of Voldo's mind. Enlist the help of the notorious pirate Cervantes de Leon in your quest for Soul Edge. A mission to negotiate with a pirate infamous for his cruelty meant almost certain death. Still, Voldo journeyed to Cervantes' haunt, the Blacktail Inn, in order to carry out his duty.
Alright.
So, Verci's offering me 12 Saker cannons, along with this pistol sword you brought. It's certainly a rare item. I see Verci taught you something about the art of appraisal. It's curious, though. If he wanted to ask a favor of me, then why did he not come here in person? Instead, he sent a whelp like you! My. A bullet grazes your cheek, and you don't even blink. Not bad. I've taken a liking to this weapon. 4 top-of-the-line culverin cannons, and 4 falconets. I want Verci to send me the same things he gave to the Spanish Armada. I'll accept the deal, and let you return with good news. It will be good for a little amusement, at least.
As Voldo tracked Ivy east, her aura growing ever stronger, he became aware of 2 things. The first was that Ivy had crossed the mountains and was now moving west. The other was that he was not alone in this hunt. Some unknown group was also secretly tracking Ivy. Regardless of who they were, Voldo had no doubt they would only hinder his mission. So it was that Voldo decided to utilize the mountainous terrain to hunt down the hunters.
The doomed woman with the blood of the cursed sword in her veins. I don't like the idea of being ordered to eliminate a mere woman. And why do we need so many people?
Once you see her blade in action, you'll change your mind.
Don't worry. I'm ready for whatever happens. But something's off. We should have been engaging the enemy by now. Where's the signal? What the?
Who the hell's this? Being attacked by an unidentified entity. I need to report. Ah!
Having fun?
Oh, and there's Ivy.
Oh, right. I forgot you have no sense of humor. Never thought the day would come when I'd be saved by you. Don't expect me to thank you.
Alright. This looks like to be the final chapter in this story. Right. Voldo versus Ivy. Let's start this.
Long time no see, Guardian. Or should I say, Voldo. I could sense you approaching. I've gained a lot of experience since we last met, you know. I also did a little research. Research on the Merchant of Death, and the young man who worked as his shrewd right-hand man. As someone whose life was also ruined by that cursed sword, it's hard not to feel sorry for you. I know. You want this box, right? Then fight me and win it back.
Alright, let's see how difficult she's gonna be.
Battle 1. Fight!
I see you too, possessed by a spirit. Mediocre! I still owe you for before. Don't think you will not!
Oh, I'm out.
Battle 2. Fight!
Playtime is over!
Fight!
Nice. Kinda nice that the fall actually did some damage.
A loyal blade, void of any hesitation. You know, I feel a little envious of you now. I don't need this anymore. Take it. But let me tell you one thing. The soul edge you seek has already been destroyed. If you want to see for yourself, head to Ostreinsburg. Farewell.
After throwing Verci's box back to Voldo, Ivy leapt off the cliff and used her snake sword to disappear into the mountains. Voldo could have followed her, but the risk of dropping the precious box was too great. Since he had already collected several other treasures, Voldo decided to return to the money pit. Standing before Verci's sarcophagus once more, Voldo bowed his head and gave his report. Before long, amid an eerie glow, Verci appeared before his loyal servant.
Welcome back. You have my thanks for completing both your missions. I find it hard to believe that Soul Edge was destroyed, but we will learn the truth in time. First, we should rejoice that my treasures are now back where they belong. Also, the woman may have stolen a portion of my notes, but in this box are our letters. The letters we exchanged while you were assisting me in my search for Soul Edge. These easily contain more information than one could ever glean from my notes. I'm sure she would want to get her hands on them. However, the real reason I value this box so much is because it contains a record of my successor completing all his training.
The fact that Voldo still remained loyal to his master long after his demise proved how much they trusted each other. Deep within the dark pit, in a hollow darkness lit only by the glow of flickering flames and gold, Voldo basked in a new, blissful light, born from Verci's everlasting trust.
Oh, that's a cute ending.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
I liked Voldo's first, followed by Sophitia, and then Siegfried. Right. And now it's time to try out everyone's favorite guest character. Let's see. Maybe I should end it with Raphael. Then the last session will be his final 3. No, ended on Raphael. Right. By default goes, we come to everyone's favorite, well, technically guest character in the series, Yoshimitsu. Let's see how weird his playstyle is in this game.
The Manchi clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war. Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman. He single-handedly took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm. Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains.
Finally, good tidings for our lord. Huh?
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
What are you? You some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? What do you look like then?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon. Now it is my turn to ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You will get nothing from me!
Alright, let's see how he fights.
Battle 1. Fight!
Yoshimitsu! How is this? Quiet! What? How is this? No! This cannot be! What? How is this? No! This cannot be!
Battle 2. Fight!
Yoshimitsu! Wait! Quiet! Ready? Yoshimitsu! What? How is this? No! How is this? Quiet!
Battle 3. Fight!
How is this? How is this? Quiet! Gaze upon yourself in my blade, and recall what you can about Soul Edge. But know this, you cannot lie to a manji.
Manji? Mind reading?
So it is as the rumors say, Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to have searched for it far and wide, but now that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you fiends the meaning of hell on earth.
And with a strange weapon. Alright, we'll see who it is.
Tell me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
It probably is Maxi.
Enough. My, what a black day this has turned out to be.
So you are the one who spread the rumors. me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once!
Treasure, let me guide you to hell.
That is everything I know. But it is all hearsay. Make of it what you will.
So the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so, I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd. Even as a demon, I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you. Get out of my sight.
Alright, it looks like in this chapter we're probably gonna meet Shanghua. Along with Kilik, probably.
That looks like quite a burden, brother. How about taking a load off?
This is the sacred sutra of Buddha himself. A full heart fills not one's belly.
Buddha, you say? Ha! There are neither demons nor Buddhas in this world. If he's real, let's see him save your life right now!
Yo!
What the? Where'd you come from?
From hell!
You shot.
What? Gotcha! How's this? What? Silence! Bring it on!
Of course.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Silence! How's this? How's this? How's this? Quiet! How is this?
Alright, revenge time.
Prepare thyself.
Out you go.
Thank you kindly for your help. Monk. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is the beginning of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a different path, your destination may remain the same. Shiki sokuze kukuso kuze shiki jusogyo shiki yakubu nyoze. I pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
Alright. Sounds like we're gonna be fighting some cultists. Yep, we're in the money pit. So definitely cultists.
You had best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Ah, there you are. I have been waiting. Your lizard man knew nothing that could aid me, so...
Why, you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pangea.
All right. I was healing the enemy.
This cannot be! Hold on! How is this? Tell me, who has Soul Edge?
They call him Nightmare. The vanguard of High Priest Kumpetku is waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Final question. Where is this Nightmare?
In Europe. Ost-Rhine. What have you done to me?
What? My powers!
I have failed! Pangea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power?
Huh. Huh. Interesting title there. Guess it's time for him to do some soul searching.
This must be his doing. Such cruel. Wherever the Azure Knight, Nightmare treads, only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is my soul now clouded like my sword? No, I cannot allow the flame of vengeance to fade. I cannot.
Interesting discussion there. I guess he'll find the answer once he fights Nightmare. Oh. Or we're gonna be fighting So Shanghua. Oh, Sophitia again.
The evil aura. It belongs to you, does it not? Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes. I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
You bear a strange power. But it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods. If it is evil you seek, I shall have no choice but to stop you.
Alright, looks like this is the final battle.
Battle 1. Fight!
Silence!
The combos.
Pardon me.
How's this? Quiet! Hold on! How's this? This cannot be!
Battle 2. Fight!
Yoshimitsu! How's this? How's this? How's this? Yoshimitsu! How's this? How's this? What is this? What? Yoshimitsu!
Ready?
Oh my! Quiet! What?
Battle 3.
Finish her.
Fight!
Yoshimitsu! Your soul! Bitterness, let me guide you to hell!
Such power. However, I sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's eyes and their voice. Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
I do not know. I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
Oh. So I wonder what this is gonna take the form of. Alright, Inferno it is. Or an evil Yoshimitsu.
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know my name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
Alright. Clone battle it is.
Battle 1. Fight!
Again. There we go.
Battle 2. Fight!
So vile, let me guide you to hell. Why do you resist? I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
Ah, good. Found inner peace.
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Do not reproach yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
So ends the story of Yoshimitsu.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
That was a nice little story there. Alright. Be back in a minute, people. Then we'll head on to our final story of this session, Raphael. Time to start with our final story of this session. Raphael. Chapter 1. The family's betrayed.
Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young, he has survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rouen, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his pursuers, he did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Nicola,
Why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear Uncle, it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Sounds like a Paris pastime. Anyways, let's see how he plays. Probably lots of quick thrusts and parries.
Fight!
Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
Damn it all. Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Ah, look who it is.
A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay.
Is this how my life is to end? Betrayed by a child?
He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy.
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe?
Alright, so when does he become a vampire? Right. Now we just met Amy, who will be a playable character in 4. Yeah, definitely 4. we got saved. Let's see what's gonna do next.
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Hi, Raphael. I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no, he left without paying.
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy. Do you not have a family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here's paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Don't be stupid.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory? First, your left leg. Then...
Filthy vermin! Unhand her now! Try to have some dignity. Amy, are you all right? Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy. It's not. That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
Blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. We must move with rhythm and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
On guard! Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm grateful for your instruction. Actually, I have one more request. This girl. I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on their heart. However, I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy.
Alright. Who else are we gonna meet?
Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel, I never thought I'd see you on French soil. How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
Alright, trying to fight some ninjas. Gonna have to worry about the distance, those sword attacks.
Fight!
Ready?
Why you?
It's time for you to perish!
On your knees!
Trade. Alright, final enemy.
Fight!
Show me what you're made of!
It's over!
Uh-oh.
You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy! Let her go!
Certainly. In exchange for your life.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael! You dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah!
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Stupid brat!
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy. Nobody should follow us, for the time being at least. If it weren't for Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
Alright. That was a nice diversion there.
You do too much for me, Raffi. You are supposed to be my guest, yet it is I who remain in your debt.
You have allowed two strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Alright. Let's see who we're dueling here.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're worthless!
Give it up yet! Stop this! Get on your knees!
Triangle.
You're mine!
You dare!
Battle 2. Fight! No chance!
On guard!
Stop this!
No chance!
You're mine!
Triangle.
How's that? On guard!
Battle 3. Fight! Too easy! Stop this! No chance! Get on your knees!
Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
That was a tough one.
Very good, Raffi. Seeing your devotion has made up my mind.
What do you mean, my lord?
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune. However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
That girl, Amy, is it? She is not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away, to an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East.
Oh, this doesn't sound good. I feel like it's going to do something drastic.
Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed.
Oh,
could it be?
I knew it was gonna be
There's
bad.
no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge.
Oh, sounds like
a
Oswald.
cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael?
And that's how he became a vampire.
Hmm? Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Very foreboding ending to that one. But interesting nonetheless. Alright. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this session. I'd like to thank everyone for coming by to this session of Soulcalibur 6. If you like what I do, then like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel at Ormaster DX on YouTube. That's Ormaster for Nerd and DX. And I'll see you all on the next stream. I'm not sure when, but I'll see you all. Take care and have a good night.